save about 1,000 plus.
To work out cheaper for me.
4,000.
215, even more.
It's worth for 200 plus. 400 bucks of savings.
So today I want to share a little bit about some shoes that I bought. Yeah, because the shoe that I always wear, that you see me doing reviews where I show my size 11 feet, those shoes, I love them, but it's been about, I don't know, 4 years, right? And I know some people don't like them, but I don't care, man. I love them. I love these pair of shoes. Let me on this camera. And I just absolutely love these shoes. These are called the Adidas Tubular Rise, Tubular. And I don't know much about them when I bought them. I just tried them in the shop and I love how comfortable it is, and I just bought them. And from what I know, these are essentially using the technology of Yeezys. So I'm not into that kind of thing, you know. I won't spend 2,000-3,000 ringgit buying a pair of Adidas. No way. I buy Bali for those, or Ferragamos. All right. Anyway, they are fantastic. They are super comfortable, and do I need to show? It's not very appetizing. Anyway, these shoes are fantastic. It's very breathable. It's also not weatherproof, as you may tell. I didn't know that. I was like, why would people buy shoes that are so expensive and yet at the slightest touch of rain and then it wets your shoes and all that? But I've never encountered that. The main reason, because of this. Alright, yeah, now you know how hard I work, right? And it has gotten really slippery because there's virtually no grip, and it's cracking and all that. So I'm in search for another pair of my daily shoe, that my work shoe basically. And but I absolutely love them. You know, I have shoes that before they wear out, right, the construction of the shoes have started to deteriorate. Like the sole will start coming off, you know, or some stitching coming off. But these are perfect, man. The construction of the shoe is just amazing, despite seeing all this fabric material. But I have to say, man, new technology, right? The construction of the shoes are just fantastic, right? And I love them. I love these laces. So apparently, I think it's because maybe Yeezy or what made a complaint about it, and Adidas just outright stopped Tubular Rise. I have actually bad experiences with buying shoes online, and one of my worst purchase decision ever was a pair of Adidas. Alright, from the pictures online, it looked beautiful, and it wasn't crazy expensive. I forgot, 300 or whatever, 300 or 400, and I was like, hey, that's a bargain, considering, you know, the looks of that shoe is just amazing, you know. Then I bought it, then it came, and apart from arriving and I wear it once while trying it, I never wore it. I never wore this pair of shoe I want to show you today. Right, this is my worst experience ever, and is this pair. I don't even know the name. Alright, I do not even know the name of this pair of shoe, but trust me, from the websites, right, it looks amazing. It freaking looks amazing from the screen. Alright, it has that kind of seatbelt material on the side, and when they put a highlight on the feature, you know, on the tongue, there is a 3D gloss finish Adidas logo, and then on the other side you have this seatbelt material. I mean, I was almost under the impression that there are some functions with this seatbelt. It's actual seatbelt material, and I thought there's a function to it where it pulls you tight. You know, there's this structure at the back there. Basically, from pictures, it looks amazing. All right, and then when I got this pair of shoe, right, it is the biggest disappointment ever, because it is so cheaply constructed. This pair of shoe is just cheap. These materials, they are not leather. These are freaking PVC, lousy. Those that you put under the sun, they're gonna go sticky type. And this whole thing is just flimsy. There's no function. These are using glue. It's not even stitched here. This is some fake leather, glossy fake leather, fake sweet. Basically, it's a whole pair of shoes made out of fake shit Santa Claus materials. You know, the kind of stuff that you get during Christmas is all pretend materials. Yeah, made in Vietnam. And this pair of shoe is just so disappointing. When I got it, right, when I wear it, there's like, it's just a rubber sole down here, and then some stupid plastic at the back here, some stupid seat belts, some stupid glossy black shit material over here. So I was just so disappointed with it. Even the tongue feels empty inside, right? The whole thing is just a pair of crap. Yeah, I don't even know why Adidas come out with this pair of shit. Apparently it's just some fashion shoe, you know. It's just, it looks nice, you see, the design looks good from pictures. So I fell for it, and I didn't even wear it. Whoever wants it, I can give it to you. Size 11. Alright, so I bought this pair. I was like, okay, let me buy the cheapest shoes for my daily run. And I don't even know what is this, what LA trainer, nothing, but it's not ugly, it's the only color available. And why is it cheap? Because it's on discount. It's like 50% discount. And I was like, I'm a discount guy. Yeah, I buy things that are on discount. And I didn't thought of it much. I thought it would just be some daily shoes like my stupid Stan Smith. Stan Smith is another rip-off, you know. The kind of price that they charge for the construction of that shoe, for the material of that shoe, is just freaking rip-off, you know. So I'm not an Adidas fan here, alright? I'm someone who buy things, I touch the material, I know what kind of material I'm touching, I look at the construction of the stuffs that I'm touching, and I judge from there. I'm not a hype guy where I say, oh, this pair is damn hard to get, bro. Fuck you. There's nothing hard to get when it's made by factory. They only play it hard to get. Alright, understand that? Like Rolex, 800,000 watches a year. Do you think they're rare? No. Anyway, this pair of shoes came, when it arrived, I was surprised because for what I paid, like 300 ringgit, I wanted to use it as my daily, like under the sun, under the whatever, you know. And I'm quite happy with the finishing, the whole material, this weaving pattern, the structure of it. Whether it's nice or not, I'm alright. I mean, I'm just gonna wear a pair of jeans, you know, t-shirt, and I'm gonna wear it daily. Then I went to Google, and then I realized this pair has some stories. Apparently, this design is a remake of a 1980s design. Alright, of course that's the original one. The original one consists of a lot of layers, a lot of stitching, because back then technology wasn't that good, right? They can't do this kind of crazy weaving that construct the entire shoe. This is almost like a 3D printing of weaving that weaves the entire shoe. Alright, so but this entire design, even this sole, is actually a remake of a 1980s classic where Olympic was in Los Angeles, and Adidas developed this pair of shoes with this funny thing. At first I thought it's just a design feature. I find that it's super ugly. I thought it's gonna arrive, and if I don't like these three things, I can just cut it off or just pluck it away, you know. I thought it's just three little buttons here for styling purposes, and I thought if I took them away, it's just white color and it won't be that bad. And when it arrived, when I just did a little bit of Google, I realized this is surprising. It turns out to be one of my happiest, most worthwhile purchases. Alright, why? Because these pegs is called a Adidas Vario Vra system. Alright, apparently in the 1980s they developed this and it created a bit of hoo-ha because Adidas discovered that we land on our heels. Like, you need your mom to tell you that. And then they developed these pegs with different density in the construction of these pegs for you to alternate them if you are this weight in this kind of situation, or if you are more lightweight in these type of situation, you can change their position. Alright, I'll show you. I don't know why my pair doesn't come with that little toolkit or the extra packs, but I couldn't care less. You know, I'm not the kind of guy who will call up the after sales or where's my thing? I should get it. You know, I'm not that kind of guy. But you don't sell me a car and give me one side mirror, lah. Alright. Basically, I can take this out. Just okay. Pressing them in, you guys can see. Ooh, look at that. It came out. You can pull the entire thing out. And I don't know, according to them it's different density. But I reckon if I were to take out all three, it will be very obvious that my landing will be a lot softer without these three things at the back. So whatever it is, it makes this pair of shoe more interesting. I have more stuff to show people. Oh. Maybe I can stuff a cigarette. You know? Then there's I plug it in. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with this pair, and so when it arrived, it did not live up to my expectation of the comfort levels of this, obviously, because this is a remake of a 30-year-old technology. This is 21st century shit, and seriously, this feels like the suspension of a 2012 F30 328i M Sport. This freaking feels like air suspension. Alright? Yeah. And this is Land Wind Evoque. Alright, piece of shit. Anyway, when that pair arrived, I was like, okay, I still need a better looking shoe because this is a bit too boyish, too school children kind of look, right? Okay, that's not the right term. Basically, the design is nice, but it's just not what I think would be my one and only pair, you know, which that tabular rise would serve perfectly. Then this is the one that I kind of felt, wow, 1,200 ringgit, I'm not buying it, you know. It's called Adidas 4D. Apparently it's some new technology and some 3D printing, but why do they call it 4D? I have no idea. And it's something like they have to consign another company out of Adidas to print each and every one of them. And so I bought this, which is a super duper nice pair of shoes. In terms of its design, right? There are a few colors, right? There's one that is like black color matched with neon green and purple. I do not know why. There's another pair that is full black. Maybe I came from a Chinese school. Full black means Form 6. So I don't know. They look really good. Alright, I don't know what's the name, but just XD 9000 something. Anyway, give you guys a closer look. Alright, it's It's a very, very well constructed pair of shoe. Alright, the finishing is almost better than Ferrari's interior finishing. Ferrari's gonna kill me. No, I mean good, alright? And there's a lot of materials that I don't understand going around here, and the whole construction of the shoe feels very, very thin. As in, I put my thumb and my index into index, my first finger. Is this called an index finger? This one? What's the name of this finger? What about this one? Like this one? Oh, okay, sorry. This one. Okay. Forget. Anyway, I'll just call it wall, alright? The wall of the shoe is extremely thin. You can see that? Thin. Thin. Right? You look at a pair of New Balance, it's like, ooh, there's stuff, a lot of foam in there. You know, this is just some space age material, and that's what I like. I like to see new technology, and this thing looks like a design piece, but is really strong, the construction. I bet there are some usage there, and this piece inside here also feels very comfortable from the touch. So this is a far cry from that piece of shit I showed you just now, right? This piece of shit from Adidas, alright? Cheap materials, lousy stitching, even putting my finger here feels warm already, like PVC crap shit. And this is just space age. This is outright space age. Alright, and they carry the same brand. Oh my god. Actually, I really like this logo. Alright, and this is just, look at that, look at that, look at that. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so I really like this pair, and when it was 1,200, I just couldn't get my mind to it, you know. There's like a rubber, like this thing is lined with rubber or silicone over here to protect from water, I presume, mud, you know. And this is the 3D printing pattern, which is supposed to give you that, you know, alien colony kind of, I don't know. Please, ants, don't make my shoe a new home, because this is just, and water I presume will pass through, and I would not want to step on dogs. I wouldn't want to step on any dog shit, right? It's gonna be crazy, alright? But yeah, I'm happy. As for how it feels, it even comes with this. You know this is something expensive. Alright. I haven't finished my story. Alright, yes, it's 1,200 ringgit, and then it was 699, and then I saw a further discount offer, and I went for it because I have to buy another pair. That's why this video happened today. Wait, let me wear it, and let me try and show it to you guys. Alright, put it here. You can see my feet. Yep. Yep, that's how it is. How it feels like. It feels like I have a layer of how do I name it? It feels really snug. I didn't even tie my shoelaces, and it's because these are size 11 shoes, right? And this material is exactly the same as those on my tubular rise, so I can tell it, you know, I can move my toes in there and then it moves. But this part here it feels really well constructed. It wraps around my feet, and when I stand up, this one gives really good support, but it's not as comfortable as that one over there. As the tubular rise, it's not as comfortable as that. Alright, and I can feel my bones here. So it's a running shoe, I believe, but it looks good, and it looks nice. I like the design, right? And makes me feel I'm a more stylish person than I am. So, what did I buy to further reduce this pair of shoes price by 21%? But there's one thing that I just don't really like from the pictures. Right? So I had to buy this other pair. Apparently this is called the Ultra Boost. Yeah, Boost. So this feels very similar to the base of my tabula rise, okay? But it may be even squeakier. It's even more comfortable. So let me take this out. This one also comes with that little thing. Alright. And this pair of shoe, actually, the core structure of it is good looking. I like the design of this pair of shoe. I like it. But I just don't like this pattern. It looks, you know, this snake skin thing. I don't really like it from the pictures, but this is the only pair out of the Ultra Boost range that is on a 50% discount. And apart from 50, or was it 60%? I forgot. It's a huge discount. Alright, the price of this pair of shoe ended up like below 300, or was it thereabouts? And then if I take this pair along with that other pair, the I don't know what 4D thingy, this pair ended up 190 ringgit. Yeah, it's actually, I don't even need to consider, you know, because look at this pair. It's proper. It's a pair of proper premium shoe from Adidas. Alright, it feels super comfortable, the materials, and this weaving pattern as well. I don't know what is this called, but it's just, you touch it, you know it's a super comfortable pair of shoe. Ultra Boost. And I went online and read the reviews. Huge, I mean, people love this pair of shoe, and this is their new technology thingy, their Boost thingy, where it's some type of polyfoam compressed blah blah. And one thing I really like from a brand that I really like, the what do you call that? The sole is from Continental, right? A tire brand that I really like. So you can see this skeleton structure from Continental actually supports the Boost from below. You can even see the Boost from the little holes here, and there's a little branding over here. What do you call that? Torsion system. Wow. What the hell, man. And it's a pair of lightweight shoes, and it's just really comfortable. And I thought I really hated this snake design. Imagine if it's carbon fiber. Just imagine if this thing is carbon fiber design. Oh, I would love it. Like so much, right? So it's actually some crap shit snake skin, but just now I wear it and my wife was like, hey, not bad, you know, when you wear it, it's not bad. So I'm gonna wear it now. Again, it's size 11, and I don't even need to tie the shoelaces. These modern shoes are amazing. The construction is just so snug that I can literally throw away the shoelaces and it will still be super comfortable. Alright, hope you don't mind my socks. I'm not a fashionable person, so I don't wear those no-show socks or whatever. I'll try to buy a few, but usually I wear my socks like a proper boomer would, you know, up here. So yeah, it's very comfortable, very comfortable, super snug, and it feels the same as this pair, right? In fact, it's softer than that. Yep. yeah, it turns out. So after wearing both, right, it's obvious that this one, the Ultra Boost, is actually more comfortable than this one, the 4D. Okay, so as a lot of sneakerheads would know, and I notice it even though I haven't bought it, this Ultra Boost is sort of like it's still Adidas's, how do I put this, the one technology that make people really like these shoes, because they're lightweight, they're very comfortable, and these are just really squishy as a material for the midsole, and of course this one has the Continental outsole as the bottom, which provides a grip. It's Continental anyway, and this thing, which uses the little pebble-like kind of polyurethane, and of course they come up with technology to compress them, to cut them, you know, to fit them to different sizes, and it's still very comfortable. But this one represents it's actually sort of like Adidas's future. They were thinking of doing something like that, because this is actually a collaboration between Adidas and a company called Carbon, and they came up with this technology whereby it's actually 3D printing using light. Yes, light. So it's sort of like a liquid, and then this entire midsole material, the one that you see the webbing here, this whole thing is actually being scanned by lasers and lights and using oxygen to synthesize the liquid. So it's something like that pulls out from the liquid, and then the lights just shoot them to create the little layers that you see, this really complex shape that just can't be done if it weren't 3D printing. So this technology here, even though this pair of shoe isn't as comfortable as this one, and of course, I mean, for runners, there are some, you know, technology whereby maybe the damping, maybe this is comfort, this is Sport Plus or something like that. But nevertheless, Adidas' goal is to hopefully have this machine in every outlet, so that you can get your foot scanned, and then maybe you have your scan file, and then you go there. When you buy a new pair, you are just buying the upper part, and then you can produce your midsole to get it fit. You know, you have your own file or something, so it can create the one and only for your feet, right? Of course, you don't do it when you are 13-year-old and you're growing 2 sizes every year, right? But yeah, that's the future technology that Adidas is investing, and this really comes back to this. Even back in 1984, they were thinking of adaptive dampers, right? Right. These things, all 3 of them, you can swap them around, or you can take all of them out so that it's softer. All these are technology, and I like to pay for technology. So apart from having this pair of shoe really looking good, you know, yeah, this is more comfortable, definitely more comfortable, and this pair that I have, which is snake skin, is also pretty ugly in my opinion, but hey, I'm a guy for discounts. It's a surprise. So at the end of the day, right, I bought both pairs of these sort of, to me at least, are expensive pair of shoes at prices that are totally reasonable, because both pairs end up about 800-ish total up, right? And for 400-ish a pair, I think is a proper price that I paid for these. I think these are considered rather top end. Right? I'm talking top end in terms of technology, not some stupid price. right? Because again, like I said, I won't pay 2,000-3,000 ringgit for a pair of shoes that charge me that price because they intentionally made it limited, right? I am someone who would pay for things that are worthwhile, like road tax. And speaking of road tax, all three of my cars are due back to back during Chinese New Year. You know, someone like me, during Chinese New Year, I need to spend a lot of money. We need to give ang bao to everybody and all that, right? We need to spend a lot of money during Chinese New Year, and all three of my cars' insurance and road tax renewal is back to back within the Chinese New Year period. I'm dead. Alright. So luckily, I'm renewing all three with Pro Mileage Evo Club insurance, which is powered by Pro Mileage. Thank God for this product because, and of course now people drive less. So thank God for this product. I'm gonna renew with the 5,000 km mileage, which saves me 40%. You can go and test it out, evoclubinsurance.com. Versus other quotation, it's gonna save you 40%. Thereabouts, you know, different cars, different calculation and all that. So I'm also gonna renew it by half a year, so that the next round when I renew full year, I don't need to coincide with Chinese New Year, which means my expenditure will be crazy, right? Think about it. The smallest displacement one is the 3-liter BMW. Road tax is 2,100 ringgit. Insurance is it should be, plus all the windscreen blah blah everything, it should be about 2,000 ringgit. Then it will be the RS6, which is a 4-liter engine. Road tax would be 6,630 ringgit. And insurance, I do not know the amount because I'm gonna renew with Evo Club Insurance now. It's gonna be 40% lesser, thank God. 40% is after your basically the whole calculation, right? You reduce by 55% and then a further reduction, right? After your 55%, that's another 40%. So just think about it. If you value your NCD so much that you don't want to claim your insurance because of that 55%, Evo Club Insurance is another 40%. Just think about it. Yeah, because you drive less. You have less risk. Why pay more, right? It makes sense. If you drive a lot, this is literally an installment plan for you. Insurance is painful to pay insurance, right? But using Evo Club Insurance, you can pay by installment. If you drive a lot, you pay 5,000 km, 10,000 km, 15,000 km, and then you get a last payment, which goes to unlimited. All right. And then, of course, the scary one will be the Aston Martin 6-liter engine, 15,337 ringgit road tax. That's the reason I only have a Casio G-Shock. That's my one and only watch. And I only wear 49 ringgit clothes. Because everybody values things differently. So for those of you who love your Yeezys, go ahead. Right? It's just that I don't. I'm not condemning your choice. Everybody has a different preference to things, I guess. Alright, that's my video. If you like this video, subscribe. Alright, and we started our business, Evo Club Car Wash, for you to join this as a business program. We're not promoting our car wash program. We have created a business for people to join. If you're interested, go to Evo Club Malaysia, club.evomalaysia.com, and then register yourself an account. It's in there because it's only available for club members. Alright, you can make money off it. Yeah, that's about it. Cheers.
Thank God that the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper.